If you've paid attention to investing over the past 10 years, you've probably heard of FAANG, which is an acronym that stands for Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google. And it was created by Jim Cramer in 2013, and they are the 5 companies that really were dominant for a large period of time. And if you weren't sure how big FAANG was and is as of today, in August of 2021, FAANG, which is just 5 companies, made up 19% of the S&P 500. And if you look further back in FAANG's glory days in 2018, from February to August, FAANG stocks made up 40% of the growth for the S&P 500. So not only were they really large, but they were also doing really well. And they were all in different markets, but they each dominated their market. For example, there's Netflix. Netflix was in video streaming, and they dominated it, and for a large period of time, there was really no one else there. However, today, there's lots of competitors, and Netflix has really fallen apart. So a lot of people just invested in these companies, and it actually worked out for them. At least it did for a while. However, over the past few years, it is not working anymore, and people are theorizing who the new FAANG is. Or in other words, what's the small group of companies that really dominate the market? What some financial analysts are theorizing is the new FAANG is a group of companies called Matana. So Matana. And it is comprised of Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, Google, Nvidia, and Amazon. So I'm sure you can tell this is several new ones and several got cut off. So the 2 that got cut off were Facebook and Netflix. And if you look at the stocks for both of these companies, you can really tell why. In the past year, Netflix has fallen from about $600 per share all the way down to about $200 per share. And it really fell apart because, one, essentially, everybody already had Netflix, so there's no more room for growth. The stock market kind of saw that they were at their peak, and it just started falling and doesn't really have a lot of hope to rebound. And also, there's the high competition that did not used to be there. I mean, there's Disney, Hulu, CBS has one, HBO, apparently Discovery Channel has one, NBC has something. I mean, it really just goes on. Amazon has their own video streaming. So Netflix is not nearly as valuable as it used to be. And Facebook has really struggled as well. In the past year, Facebook has fallen from about $370 to about $160 per share. And this is kind of a similar reason. Now, it's not the same because there aren't really that much competition for social media. However, it has reached its growth potential. I mean, everybody has a Facebook account or an Instagram account. So there's not as much room for growth, and stocks really live off of growing. So these 2 were removed, and they were replaced by Microsoft, Tesla, and Nvidia. So when looking at it, Tesla probably makes a bit of sense. I mean, they are kind of risky. They go up and down, but they are worth just so much money. I mean, if you weren't aware, Tesla is worth more than every other car company, which really doesn't make sense to me. I think it's crazy. I don't understand it, but it's true. So if you bought all the stocks for every other car company, or you bought all the stocks for Tesla, Tesla would cost more. And then there is Microsoft. And Microsoft has really dominated the past several years, and they kind of have everything. And they really have a bright future as well. And then there's the one you probably were not thinking of, and surprised me as well, and that is Nvidia. And they say that Nvidia's chips are just so far ahead of the competition that they just will grow and grow as soon as they're actually able to produce enough chips. So there is still a chip shortage, which is causing havoc everywhere, from the car market to computers, just everything. But whenever that gets figured out, a lot of people think Nvidia will take off. So in review, for a long time, FAANG were really the 5 stocks to buy. They were big and they dominated their competition and they grew well. However, in recent years, it seems like we needed to adjust, and some experts say that Matana, or Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, Amazon, Nvidia, and Google, which goes by Alphabet, should be the next companies to invest in. So do you agree that FAANG is kind of gone and that these companies should replace it? Or are you like me and you kind of think you should keep on investing just in the overall S&P 500? Because I know, at least for me personally, I'm too scared of individual stocks, and the risk is just not worth it to me, for the most part. So now it's time for everybody's favorite part of the video, the joke of the day. Joke of the day, joke of the day. What do you call a ghost who invests in the stock market? A scareholder. So thanks for watching my video. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you liked the video, and leave a comment below if you have any comments on the video or any ideas for future videos. Bye.